Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Jay,
This is Devin.
and this is Well to Top Shelf. Today, we're going to be talking about men. We're going to be talking about
I'm so glad you said it that way, not men.
we're going to be talking about men, the ones who like. So we're going to be talking about men. So we're going to kind of dive into that in a second. But first, our sponsors. No, I'm just kidding. We're going to be trying Crown Royal Peach.
Looks like somebody already tried it.
So we're going to be rating it for you guys. It's delicious. So, shut up. We're not going to crack open new bottles. We're drunks. We've already tried all of them. And then you can just mix this with something because I figure I'm not going to sip on Crown Peach the whole time. It looks very manly. I think if you were to put this in a, just like this, you'd be like, you would look like a man, but this smells like peachos.
Straight up peach. Yeah,
It's just peach.
it's peach. Straight up. That's
It's
pretty good.
delicious.
I love it.
It's super sweet.
I'm not above it.
It's nothing but peach, to be honest. I don't even.
Yeah, you said butt and peach. I love that.
Okay, I don't think they make this with any real peach though. They say they do.
It's all
Real Georgia peaches. No, they don't. You make it with real Georgia peachos. Those damn candies. I think they just put their Crown Royal. They throw a bunch of peachos in there. Like, all right, this will work. Because that's all it tastes like. It does not taste like peach.
Yeah. I think it's good.
Me
What
too.
would be good to mix with that?
I'm gonna try. I either think a root beer or Dr. Pepper cream soda.
Oh.
You want to try some?
Yeah, try that. Throw a little splash in there.
Throw a little half and half in.
So, flavored whiskey. Have you got into Fireball?
I drank Fireball one. I'm gonna be honest. I remember when people always used to say, I almost threw that just in the back of his head just to make a joke, but it's not my kid. Otherwise,
Oh, you totally would have got away with it. I'll allow it.
I'll allow it. I always hated when people would say, "Oh, I had a bad experience with tequila, so like now I don't drink it." And I was like, "Oh my God.
What about the whiskey makes me violent or something?
Oh, that's such. Well,
You mean you're just an asshole?
Yeah.
When you're drunk, you can't control yourself?
so yeah, exactly. It's the same thing when people are like, "I'm not a good test taker." I'm like, "Oh, you mean you're stupid?"
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, you're an idiot. Got it.
you
Got
mean
it.
tests see those things that prove that you know things? Oh, you're not good at those? Yeah, I think that just makes you dumb.
Right.
But how is it with the thing? Sorry.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
Oh, that's delicious.
Yeah, that's really good.
We just created something. People try it. It's good.
But no, we were talking about, Fireball.
So Fireball is one of those things though. When I do drink now, I can still drink it. I'm not going to throw up, but it reminds me of throw up.
Fireball is fucking disgusting.
It is maybe it is just that. Maybe it's just disgusting, and I threw up on it, so I don't like
you have to
it.
be like 26 and under,
Girl.
a female preferably. And it's shit. Fireball, especially, and people are like, "Oh, it's better when you chill it." No, now it's just this thick, syrupy. Ugh, it's fucking disgusting.
So it's the same thing with Jägermeister. You buy Jägermeister and Fireball for bitches,
Right.
If you come to my house,
I like Jaeger, but whatever.
do you really?
Yeah, I love black liquor.
So do I though. But then you drink absinthe.
Well, yeah, that's true too. Oh,
Yeah.
we should do that.
Yeah.
Next episode, we're gonna
Next
do
episode, absinthe. Because I still have some. So it has that black licorice flavor, but it doesn't have all of the thick, syrupy NyQuil.
Right.
Like I'll drink NyQuil all day. I don't care. I love that stuff. I don't have a problem.
Sipping on some scissor.
That got me. Yeah, you buy those for bitches coming to your house, right? Those girls are coming to your house. You pour some of that. And oh my God, I'm drunk. And
Well,
then
that's what I think. So, peach. I think flavored whiskey in general is
for bitches.
for bitches. Yeah.
Yeah,
But I will say this: it's a good drink.
mm-hmm.
I mean, it tastes good, especially when you mix it with Dr Pepper cream soda.
Yeah.
Not bad. Throw a few ice cubes in there, you're good to go.
Luckily, it's like freezing in this room, so everything stayed chilled. But yeah, I wouldn't say that. This is also actually pretty good with iced tea if you are ever drinking it. But yeah, you can't seem like a man drinking. We kind of talked about this like a couple weeks ago, where one of our buddies, he's like, I'm a whiskey guy. And I'm like, oh, cool. Like, what's your favorite whiskey? And he was like, Jack Apple. Like, no, that's not a. And this, it kind of comes down to the same thing. Men, right? We're going to go back on that. Oh, really quickly, what would you rate this Crown Royal?
By itself?
Yeah.
Fuck, I don't remember. Let me taste it by itself.
All right.
Take a little
Sipperoo. I love how you went like this. You're like, that looked like a bitch. You totally. No, fuck that. Let me try that again.
Yeah, it's smooth. It's got a good flavor. If you can just chug it out of the bottle or just,
Yeah.
It says a lot about how smooth it is. So
I'm going to go, because I think these should be rated, me personally, I think they should be rated at a lower thing because we've put those other ones so high.
Right. Yeah, it's definitely not on par with like Jameson or
Yeah.
Johnny Walker or anything like that, right?
So I'm going to go 6.8, 6.9.
Damn it.
Yeah.
No, I'd probably go even a little bit lower. I'd go like maybe 6.2.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
The bottle, you can't even really rate the bottle. It's like any other Crown
Royal, exactly.
It's just a different label.
It does come with a cool bag.
Oh, that's kind
of nifty.
I will say that. Yeah, it's good because that one comes with like a peach colored bag.
Yeah,
right?
peach colored bag.
And then the Apple one has a green one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
I actually had one of my supervisors buy the Tennessee Smoke, which tastes like a butthole. It does. It tastes like not even like a good butthole.
Yum.
Like like somebody who's been camping for a week and hasn't been able to wash their asshole. That's exactly what it tastes like because it's got that like little bit of smoke on it.
Hell yeah. What's this called?
I might buy all of it. Tennessee Smoke, but it had a cool dark blue bag, and I was like, "Hey, you should buy this." And he goes, "Is it good?" I'm like, "Fuck yeah, it's the best."
Can I have that bag?
I took the bag. Eat a dick. Yeah, that was a good one. But again, it comes back down to this: men. I think that the newer generation of men are not men anymore. Like we've kind of dwindled from being manly.
And I'll even throw myself out there. I'm on the edge, right? Because it seems like because we're close in age, like maybe 38 and higher. That's when you had men, right?
Yeah.
Now you got like 28 and below, and it's like, what the fuck is happening to these guys?
Well, because I always remember like I love Backstreet Boys and NSYNC, right? I'm about to talk shit on people with the thing, but I
love
do
Backstreet
like
Boys too. But even those dudes, they were men.
Yeah.
I mean, but
yeah, no, they were in other men, and so they are that type of manly that.
You're trying to be like proper here, not trying to slip up. Okay.
But you do have, again, it's a little different. So that kind of what made me think about this was, do you know who the Try Guys are?
No.
Yeah, you shouldn't. That's okay. That's honestly good. That shows that you have more testosterone than I do. So,
do I want to Google that?
No, you really don't. So it's these 4 guys on YouTube who they used to be a part of BuzzFeed, and now they went and did their own thing. So these are 4 guys, and they went to they did a YouTube thing where they were going to go test out they were going to try and see what their testosterone levels were. And so and they were all like so far below on the testosterone level. Like all of them were like super low.
How old were these guys?
30s, like early 30s,
Shit.
late 20s. All of them super low on testosterone. And they were like, oh, and they kind of make a joke about it, but you're sitting there going like, yeah, I think that's a thing. Like, I think more men are having less testosterone.
I remember. Okay, so my stepdad, even my real dad, and my biological dad, I should say.
If you're about to say them giving you testosterone,
no. Well, my point is that you can take. So my dad was not a well-educated man, right? He really wasn't. Didn't know shit. My stepdad was more educated, served in the military and everything. And these couldn't have been 2 different people, but they were both very similar in the sense that they were men. They can fix anything that was broken.
Yeah.
They could, it didn't matter what was going on around the house. And if they had to build a brand new fence, they'd know how to do it.
Yeah.
It's like those men just knew how to do shit.
That's how my uncle is. And honestly, I will fix like a light socket and I'll be hard for like 3 days.
Yeah, hey, baby.
Hey, look how I did that shit. What's up? I will admit I'll fix the starter on my car.
See,
and I'll be like, fuck yeah.
But you got to remember that generation, though. Those men did that stuff, one, because shit needed to get done, and it was all about saving money and doing it yourself, right? Also, though, that's what appealed to women.
Yeah, that's different now.
Women were like, oh, I got a man who can do this or whatever. I remember I would listen to my mom brag to her friends about, like, shit my stepdad did around the house.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's like...
He
and he's sitting there
changed the tire.
Yeah. Yeah, just shit like that. So I just think this generation, nobody knows how to build shit anymore.
Yeah.
Nobody knows how to do things.
It's damn technology. I think technology kind of hindered people from doing things. I think also just like culture in general, right? With like not shaming people.
So do you know how to change your oil?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you change your oil?
Mm-hmm.
Do you really?
Yeah, I do actually.
Yeah, I can change the fuck out of oil. I can do a lot on cars. I still take it in.
So mine depends on the thing. Oil, I'm not as big of a an asshole about because you don't save that much money. You maybe save $15.
Right, and that's
maybe
exactly. And to me, that's not. I'm just like it's just easier to take it in.
The ones that I always change on my car. So I'll change the oil on my car. Again, it's kind of hit or miss because every once in a while my wife will go and do it for me.
Change your oil?
Yeah. She'll be like, the oil needs change, and she'll change it. Like she's one of those people like, it's like 300 miles until 3,000, so I'm just gonna change it now. And I'm like, just go to 5. Go 5,000. That's fine.
Right.
But like starter, if you go to change a starter, hey girls, so
our daughters just walked in. Hi.
Look at this little monster.
Say hi.
Aw, look how adorable they are. All right, now get out of the room.
All right, get out.
Get out of here. Scat.
Bye.
Hurry up. Go.
Hey, Brooklyn. Hand those to her.
Hey, Eris, do you want Sour Patch? It's like feeding the deer.
Bye, girls.
Bye. Anyway, I'm gonna wait for him to get out before I start talking shit on females. Anyway, so like a starter though, a starter is like $75, but to replace it, they'll charge like $500. I ain't doing that.
No,
It's a cheap ass in me. I can't pay $500 for something I can do.
Exactly.
So I refuse to change any. Starters. I refuse to have somebody do the coolant in my car.
Starters, alternators, shit like that. What you can do.
Exactly.
I had to get my clutch repaired.
Ooh, yeah, I can't do that. I don't know what that is.
It cost me almost $2,000.
Damn.
I know, dude. Fuck. But I don't know shit about clutches, so I was
Yeah.
like, yep, gotta take it in.
All right, so that's what you do, huh? Okay, yeah. Hey, I'd replace my own clutch, but I got shit to do. I always feel like you have to give excuses why you're not doing it yourself.
Mm-hmm.
When I go to I'm always thinking of excuses of like, the reason I can't anything, dude. Electricians come to my house, I'm like, fuck, you know what I mean? Like, or I won't be there. I'll be like, it's because I'm working.
Yeah.
I'll get in my gear that I wear for work and I'll leave. Like I'll drive into the city just so he thinks that I'm working, and that's the reason I'm not replacing it myself.
I would mow my own lawn, but the neighbor kid needs $20. So.
Exactly, so I do it.
Doing it for him.
Talking about peer pressure, when you see your neighbor mowing the lawn, you're like, fuck, I guess it's that time of year. I got to start doing it.
Yeah.
I noticed it because my across the street neighbor mowed his lawn. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, shit. So I mow my lawn. Day later, my next door neighbor mowed his, and I'm like, okay. So, like, we're just
you wake up at 7 in the morning, you hear that fucking lawnmower, and you're like, God damn it, who did it?
You're like, son of a bitch. It's always the first. After that, I don't really notice like the need to do it, but it's always the first week in April where people start mowing their lawns. I'm like, God damn it.
Yeah.
We got to start with this shit again.
This shit again.
Fuck, I hate being an adult.
Just let it go, dude. Be that neighbor.
I know. Actually, I was that neighbor.
Park a Trans Am on the corner lot.
Well, my dog already gets on the roof. I have a bloodhound, and he gets right on the roof. So I already fit that profile of hillbilly. And I actually love. I don't know. I love like making people uncomfortable. So I'll always make jokes that my wife is my cousin. I love making people uncomfortable. Like, no, seriously. I'm like, yeah, like, whatever.
She's twice removed. It doesn't count.
It doesn't count. She's a second cousin. Having sex with cousins? Why? Okay. So, anyway. What? Don't. Oh, thanks. The dandelion.
Cute.
Yeah, you want some? Oh my God! It's like the deer.
They just take it.
Just take the whole. Just take the bag. Everybody out. Scoot, motherfucker. Anyway, so they kind of.
Dude, your cousin is a sweetheart.
Yeah. She's hot. So. I almost dated my second cousin once. She was pretty hot. She had a job. I thought about it.
We have part Native American in us, I guess, on my dad's side, and but no. So we were going to. Do you know what a powwow is?
No, I don't.
It's like a Native American gathering, right? We get there, and my dad literally says, "This is your family. Quit checking them out, son." So
it's hard.
I understand. Yeah, when you got a hot cousin, you got a hot cousin. What are you
Yeah,
gonna do?
right?
What are you gonna do?
Yeah. It's simple math. You just do them in your head. You know what I mean? Like, you can't.
That either came out really wrong or really right.
I think it came out right. So I think the reason a lot of this stuff comes in is because, again, guys got lower testosterone. We want to have sex with our cousins. I don't know how that got into that. But you get a lot of guys now who get like manicures and pedicures. There used to be a term for it, which was the metrosexual. Yeah. That's no longer. Hold on, I gotta move this thing.
So my brother JJ used to get his eyebrows done.
Really?
He used to get them threaded.
Now, I love that where they do that whole where they put the like. Suck on that, JJ.
He grew out of that.
Now, don't get me wrong. I think if you have a unibrow, you need what's that NBA player? Anthony
Davis?
Anthony Davis.
Yeah.
He has that. I'm like, dude, shave your shit. Like, look,
you're
it's my thing now.
You're worth millions.
Shave your fucking thing, dude. Nobody cares that you can.
Yeah.
You have a unibrow. Just stop it.
But
a lot of guys get mani-pedis now. Apparently, guys are getting their eyebrows done. They're on fleek.
They don't say that anymore.
They don't say that anymore?
No, that's like my virginity came and gone.
Really?
Yeah.
What do they say when someone looks good? That's fire?
Oh, on point. No.
Oh, you look on point. What do they say, kids?
What's the word? Nobody's saying on fleek anymore, right?
Nobody says on fleek? Oh, no. That was so 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Fucking
don't look at me like I'm retarded. Yeah. You guys made the word up.
Yeah, fuck. So what do people say? Like, if a girl sees you and she thinks you look good. Okay, you've never heard that. Hey, Darren, if a girl ever saw you guys, or let's say in your head, you've seen this on Instagram, a girl sees a guy and she think he looks good. What does she say? She doesn't say, "You're handsome." Does she? They don't say anything? Damn, they don't know.
They don't say, huh? See, that's what we're talking about. All right. So, do you remember the first time asking a girl out?
Yes.
Do you remember that? Like, actually physically, hey, you want to go out with me?
Yeah. Even just asking for girls' numbers.
It's terrifying.
It is terrifying.
But you do it. You know how they do it now?
How?
Over text.
Yeah, I know. So.
Okay, hold on. I'll be out there in a minute. We're recording right now, baby.
Go get back in your cages, guys.
Yeah. Go play in the...
No, can I open my toy from?
Yes, you can open your toy from McDonald's.
Absolutely.
Go have my cousin open it. Go have mommy open it,
what
baby.
Are you doing there? We need you to... prevent that.
Just lock it when they're out. Anyway, sorry guys.
Dude, your daughter is rude as fuck.
I know. What a beezy. Damn it.
I like how we can call Queen Elizabeth a bitch, but when it comes to our own kids, we're like, beezy.
Beezy. What a beezy. Well, no, I agree with you. So I remember asking so when I was in high school, this is the one that's just most memorable to me because it went from so good to so bad so quickly. There's this girl named Jacqueline. She would laugh at all my jokes. And the reason why that was a big deal was my jokes were different. Like, it was a certain brand. Like, if you thought my humor was funny, I was a funny guy. But otherwise, it was just like, he's an asshole, right? So this girl keeps laughing at all my jokes. And I'm like, she's really hot. Really, that's, I think, why I made it such a big deal. Was she was actually attractive.
Mm-hmm.
So I go up to her. I'm like, hey, Jack. So I pump myself up. We get out of here. Instead of asking her out in English class, I wait till she leaves. And then I'm like, all right, let's go get her. I'm like, hey, Jacqueline, hey, do you mind if I get your number? She's like, oh, yeah, sure. She gives me your number.
House phone?
Huh?
It's a house phone number.
No, it
right?
was a cell phone. It was a cell phone. It was back in the day.
Baller.
I know. So I
Shout out to Nokia.
Yeah. So I was like, all right, what's up, girl? All right, so I get home and I'm hanging out with some buddies, and I'm like, dude, I should ask her out. Like, I should, like, not fuck around. Because I remember they were like, no, you got to talk to her a couple times, twice. And then you ask her out so you don't seem desperate.
Yeah, because your high school buddies know the...
Exactly. So I was like, no, I'm just going to ask her out. I'm going to ask her out. So I call her up. I get voicemail. I'm like, all right, what's up, Jack? Hey, Jacqueline. It's Jeremy. What's going on? Hey, I was wondering if you wanted to go see a movie. There's a couple movies out that look pretty good. I think we should go. I don't know. All right, well, if you want to, just hit me up and let me know if you want to go see a movie. All right, love you. Bye. No, I said I love you before I got a first fucking date. Now I'm like, all right, you got to do one of two things. You can either call back and go, hey, I didn't say I love you, and, like, you know, ruin it.
Yeah.
Or
you just roll with it.
You just rolled it. You don't say anything, and you're just like, fuck that bitch. Like, let her come at me. I chose the first. And I called her back, and I'm like, hey, Jacqueline, I didn't mean to say I love you. Like, it's just like this thing I say because I say it to my mom. I just got off the phone with my mom. So, just so you know, blah, blah, blah. Get over with that. I get it through about a minute worth of voicemail, and I realize this is bad. This is not good. I have ended this. So I hang up the phone.
You messed up your chance.
I messed up my chance. So I hung up, and I'm like, now you got to go for broke. Now you got to call back 2 more times to these voicemails.
You fucked up, Jackie. You lost the winner.
So then I called her back 2 other times going, hey, so about that last message. And then I did a minute long thing. And then my next message was, and about that last one, I was hoping she'd think it was funny. She did not. I never got a call back.
Oh, boy.
Anywho.
Yeah. No, the reason I asked is it was a house phone because maybe I am slightly older than you. Because I remember getting females' numbers, and you'd have to, like, sneak out of the house, find a payphone, because those existed, and call the house phone, and their mom would answer, and you'd have to say, hey, is Amy there, or whatever, you know, and they say, who's this?
Well, and that's, I think you just dated girls before I did. Because before I did give
How
them...
old were you when you went on your legit first date?
13 was my first legit first date. Yeah, okay.
8th grade.
Yeah, but, like, when I was, like, asking girls out, it was 16 or 17. Like, I got kind of like, oh, you should date Sydney, and I'd be like, okay.
Yeah, no, I went to, I asked a girl out. Who was it? I can't remember. Oh, it was Alicia Maldonado, if you're out there. And,
stupid last name, but I liked the first one.
yeah, Alicia Maldonado. I actually saw a picture of her about 6 years ago, 7 years ago. I was talking to smoking.
Damn it, that's the
girl?
worst. There's a girl named Shawnee who turned me down. Because so actually I have been it's not that I fall in love too soon. I think I throw around the word I love you too quickly.
Yeah.
So there was a girl named Courtney, and I did the same thing where I was like, oh, I love you, bye. Then she was like, he's moving too quick. So she dumped my ass.
Damn. Yeah. Ease up.
Yeah, goddamn. But this girl named Shawnee, she ended up, she turned me down and was just like, she was kind of rude about it, to be honest. She was like, honestly, you're not that popular and you're kind of ugly. And I was like, all right, cool, I'll take that. Like, I can't work on the second one.
I feel so good about myself now.
I can't work on the second one because I'm just ugly. So, but the first one, good to know if I make it more popular. I saw her about 5 years ago, and that bitch ballooned the fuck up.
She busted?
Oh yeah, she busted. And I was like, I remember fucking doing the fucking Gangnam style, like.
There was a girl I dated in high school. I think 9th or 10th grade. No, it was 9th grade, and her name was Kelsey. Super fucking hot. But Kelsey was really into like smoking pot and being that cool kid, you know. And I mean, I was a fucking loser. I didn't do any of that shit. And so it obviously didn't work out, right? But she was super hot in high school, and I remember her being super hot in high school. And one of the reasons why it didn't work out is we just didn't have the same interests, right? She wanted to go to parties and shit. And same thing, I saw her probably about 7-8 years ago. I saw a picture of her, and what the fuck?
Yeah.
I mean, dude, she took a bad turn. I'll say that.
I saw
Fresno hit her hard.
hit her like a truck.
Yeah.
I saw a girl that I always really liked in high school. I saw her at the jail, and as you do, she was on meth. And I remember sitting there going like,
I got a story for you about. Go ahead.
So her name's Kimberly, and I remember going like, I saw her, and I'm like, hey, remember we went to high school? She's like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, it was like good times, good stuff. We're kind of talking, and obviously she's like, oh, yeah, I totally need to get off meth. I'm like, yeah, not really my thing. Still hot. I hate when a girl is really hot. Never had a chance. They're still on meth and they're still hotter than you can achieve. Like I could tell she was still.
I met this girl who had track marks all up and down her arm. It's like obviously a junkie, right? I'd be like, I'd marry you tomorrow.
Yeah. Oh, I totally would have. Had she been like, hey, let's date, I would have considered it for sure.
All right.
I've been like, oh, we can get you off that. Yeah, no, she's
the story you talked about girls on meth. So the first tit I ever touched belonged to Amy, this girl named Amy. I was in 8th grade, right? And we were doing the
meth.
No, no, I didn't do that in 8th grade.
Wait until I was 16 to do that shit.
Yeah. No, we went to laser tag for her birthday. She had a party, and we were in the laser tag arena. And we start making out like you do when you're 13, whatever. And she has that stupid laser tag vest on, but I remember I tried to get my hand in there. And all I got was like the under tit, but it counted.
Oh, yeah, that counts. That counts.
And it was all good, you know? Anyway, Amy was super hot. First tit I ever poked.
That kind of reminds me of the testosterone story of like guys just also aren't very competitive now, right? Like you get a lot of them and they're just like, why are we like trying to compete? I'm one of those guys that if I do anything, I'm immediately competitive, like alpha, like if we're doing laser tag,
Dude,
I wouldn't make out now.
I did laser tag with these guys and I fucking murked them.
It's hard for me to go easy. I remember running through laser tag and this 9-year-old got in my way and I had two options. Run that bitch over, which is what happened, or like try to cut it around or whatever. No, I ran that bitch over. And what happens when I did? I tagged her.
I tagged her? You tagged her?
Her vest.
Okay.
Like, I didn't.
No, I know you I thought in my mind, though, you laid some little boy out.
Some little girl. Yeah, she was 9-year-old girl.
Wrecked a little girl.
Yeah, wrecked a little girl. She went, and I went,
no, dude, so Amy, so we were talking about meth. So I was like 20, I was in my 20s. And I had a buddy of mine was like, hey, I got to run to this trailer park real quick and drop something off. I didn't ask questions at that point. That's never good. When you open the sentence with, I got to run to a trailer park and drop something off. Anyway, we get to this trailer, and he knocks on the door. Fucking, this girl opens the door. Opens the door. She looks up, or I look up at her, and it's fucking Amy. She looked like she was about 50 years old. She looks down at me. She goes, Devin? And mind you, I haven't seen her in at this point, it was probably about 15 years. And I was like, Amy?
So did you fuck her?
Disgusting. No, but we went in her trailer and she had a dildo stuck to her wall like this big. It was crazy. But she looked disgusting. She was gross. Meth does not help most people.
No, it doesn't. I don't think it really helps anybody. I think I think we need to get rid of dildos that are bigger than 6 inches because that would lower my testosterone. If I walked around to some girl's house and I saw a fucking 12-inch dick, I'd be like, all right, I'm going to do literally nothing for this girl.
What the fuck?
I'm going to do literally nothing for you. Why don't you use that, and then once you're done, I'll hurry and get in there.
Then I'll,
kind of
tap her off.
Yeah. But I will do absolutely nothing to a 12-inch piece of plastic.
Silicone, whatever. Dude, you can get your dick molded.
Yeah.
I thought about doing that. I thought that'd be a cute Valentine's Day.
I think it'd be a cute Valentine's gift until I got the mold.
until you got it back.
Yeah, and then I'd be like, oh my God, this is my dick? No!
You're like, I want it. I got.
I think I would send it in and ask him to put 2 inches on it. Like double the size, you know what I mean?
Well, so I legit looked into this.
I know,
but you have to maintain an erection. Like I'm talking about full.
Yeah.
For 10 minutes, because you gotta have.
Not gonna happen.
Not gonna happen. Not gonna.
I'm gonna lose interest or come in this thing. You get one of the two options. Is one of the two. If I'm sticking my dick in something, it is more likely the latter. I don't care what it feels like.
That's fucking cold.
Yeah, that's unfortunately that's what I'm dealing with. No.
That's what the fuck were we talking about?
Molding our dick. Well, and that's the thing. I feel like I would have to want 10. How do you do that for 10 minutes?
I just want to see what my, because you only see your dick from the one angle.
That's what I'm nervous about.
It's always did that curve.
That's what I get nervous about. That's the reason I would never do it. I would be worried I would see my dick from a different angle. Or could you imagine if you're like, the fuck is that bump? The fuck is? Oh my God, it's under my cat. No. Like, I don't think I would like that. And again, when I got it back and the box it came in was like this fucking big.
Came in a box.
If it came, damn it, I don't know how to say it. If it arrived in a box that was like this big, I don't think I would send it to someone. Like, that's the thing. I think I would like want to make my own mold. Like, if I made my own mold, I wouldn't have to send it to some, because it's some guy going, hey, look how little this dick is. Like, no, I'm good.
You know what I would do is I'd mold it, right? Do that. And then I'd like touch it up. I'd put, like, make some extra veins in it.
Let's give it that. Let's make this a little bit deeper. I think what I would do is I would fill it up 3 inches so my dick doesn't quite touch the bottom, but it gets close.
Well, you get the half the sack too.
Well, no. So you hold on. So you put in 3 inches. You tuck back your sack into your butt crack. You dip your dick in. Then you pour more in, and then you dip your dick in again.
Full weight it, yeah.
Yeah. Then it looks like you have a 5-inch dick, which is huge.
Dude, we need it. Yeah, that's twice as my dick. Oh no. You'd have to get a hold of some Viagra. That way you can just get that fucking rager. You know what I'm talking about?
Or get another guy with a bigger dick. You can do that too. Hey baby, I sent you a mold of my dick. I made it myself.
And then when you go to sleep with them again, they're like, wait a minute.
Yeah. I use your toy.
Yeah, your toy hit spots that you don't.
Bitch, I ain't trying.
Yeah. Oh my God. What the fuck? Anyway.
Again, guys getting mani and pedicures. This term. Into pouring your dick into a mold. Anyway, mani or pedis.
Have you ever gotten a mani and pedi?
I have, yeah. I've gotten both in China. because I thought that
he
was
got the real ones.
Well, here's the thing. They started speaking Chinese.
You walked in, they were like, cancel all appointments.
They were like, they were doing. They're like, you want? Now you know what I want. So I assumed they were talking about what I wanted.
A little sucky fucky, yeah.
It was not. It was Manny Petty. If I would have spoken more Chinese, I would have realized that and been like, nah, I ain't spending this much money. Anyway, so I ended up with a Manny pedicure. So not only did I end up with blue balls, but I was like,
at least your nails look good.
Decent, yeah.
Looked on point.
Not on fleek. We don't say that.
I got a pedicure by a gay Asian dude. And although it felt nice, I've never been more uncomfortable with an erection. No.
So a lot of guys get, again, I have a lot of friends, supervisors who do this. It's not my thing. Again, it's a little weird that it came to that point where it's no longer like this, you're a bitch if you do it. Again, it used to have a term to it, and now it's just like, oh, hey, we don't say anything to those people. Facials are the same thing. You told me that guys get facials now, and not in the way that I know of. Not in the videos I watch. So you're saying that guys get real facials. You're
thinking of the ones that end with a pearl necklace.
Yeah.
Don't Google that.
Doesn't bukkake sound like a Japanese cake?
Bukkake?
Yeah.
Do you want a piece of bukkake?
Yeah, I got a piece of bukkake. I'm like, fuck yeah, I want a piece of bukkake.
2 slices.
Yeah.
No, facials are different too. Like dudes are doing that. I make jokes, but literally the pedicure was uncomfortable only because I just don't like my feet fucked with.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you why I did it. For a girl.
Oh yeah.
And I think that's what a lot of these facials are for. Is these dudes are doing them for women.
Well, and is that because that's what I think almost in line is the problem is not that guys are doing those things. I think everything a guy does is to get a girl, right? I was gonna say that.
They're gonna get pussy is what they're trying to get.
You know who you say. You know the people that say that wrong. It's not pussy. It's just pussy. It's pretty
pussy.
Brayley. So when you get, again, it's just what guys will do whatever gets them a girl, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when did that turn from doing manly shit, working on a car, to getting a mani-pedi?
The things that I think, because I think females are just as guilty in this, and I'll explain why. I think that
yoga pants.
Fucking yoga. That's like God's high five does.
Thanks, God.
My man JC hooked us up with that one. No.
Let me write down the point. Keep going.
No, so I was saying the problem is females are just as guilty in the sense that they're no longer attracted by manly traits. They're no longer attracted. It doesn't turn them on when they see a dude with fucking greasy hands and ripped up jeans from working on a car and doing shit like that or whatever, right? That's not their thing anymore. And it's just like everything's changing. Like, I mean, cars are getting better now. You don't work on cars as often as you used to. So you don't get that opportunity. Nowadays, it's always easier to just hire a guy to fix some shit. So, you never get that opportunity to show that. So girls just aren't turned on by that shit anymore. Yeah. But, girls, they do think it's attractive. Like, oh, he's in the same thing I am. He also likes getting his nails done. Or he doesn't. He fucking doesn't.
No, he just wants to get laid.
Pussy.
That's the thing, though, and I think that a problem with it, too, is a lot of guys just try to, and I think this is in general with people, they just embrace the things like, you would be into it, too. You're just not comfortable with your sexuality. And I'm like, no, I just don't give a shit what my feet look like because my feet aren't,
right.
You know what I mean? Like, I just think that's a weird, thank you.
Yeah.
I just think that's a weird thing that guys, but I agree with you. It's just because that's what girls like and things are evolving. Same with like, one who obviously, God damn, striking that bitch. The trends for women have become more and more slutty and less like respectable. It used to be just yoga pants, and we were like, thanks, JC.
Yeah.
But now JC has even blessed us with an even bigger thing of,
Dude, gym clothes all together.
dude, now their pants are specifically made to go into a girl's butt crack.
Have you seen? How often do you go to like fucking the grocery store and you'll see a girl wearing nothing but a sports bra and some yoga pants? And as much as we like that, you know,
Makes you beat off in the bathroom.
yeah, and then you feel bad about yourself by coming on a public toilet.
Just kidding. We do it on the sink. So, yeah, no, I again, it's just differences in, again, we know somebody that, their boyfriend has a fucking man bun. Like, that has become more attractive to girls.
What the fuck is that about?
I
Right?
don't
Like,
know. Again, so I used to have like a Japanese top knot, right? But it was more of not like I don't like it's a man bun. Like it was like I was like, oh, well, I like trained in China, trained in Japan.
Right.
Like I wanted to like
Well, see,
have
and
this
I
manly
think,
thing.
correct me if I'm wrong. Please correct me if I'm wrong. But isn't that's like a cultural thing,
Yeah.
right? For fighting or for
Yeah.
whatever, right? Like it's significant for something.
Exactly. And well, that was my thing. It was like, for me, it was their culture, obviously cultural appropriation. I wasn't trying to do that, but I was just, I would have it because it was like what I saw men wearing, like when they were like,
Nowadays, though, dudes got man buns because they like looking like bitches.
It's cute.
I don't
I like my hair pulled.
Yeah, exactly. What the fuck's happening here?
I don't know. Like I said, it is a different.
I can never understand. Okay, I think it's sexy as fuck when when you guys are fucking, right, and she's on top and her hair is like draped over and you guys are getting lost in her hair. That's sexy.
I think it is
Can
sexy.
you imagine if it's two heads of hair now?
Yeah,
That's a lot of work.
Exactly. I do think, with just how you phrase it, I do think it is sexy that you're watching us and thinking it's sexy. Like that's why I do that, right? From the closet, I think that is sexy. But I agree. I think when you're sitting there going, pull my hair, all of a sudden I'm like, all right. But I actually had a girl try to do that. So I used to have long curly hair. If I can learn how to edit videos, I'll throw up a vid. By a vid, I meant a picture. Where I had really long curly hair. And I remember having sex with a girl and she grabbed my hair and the man in me jumped into fight mode. Same thing, like I had a girl try to choke me and I'm immediately grabbing her arms and going to throw her into an arm bar because I'm like, death. And I immediately,
like,
fuck
what?
you, bitch. Where all of a sudden I jump into that and now guys are like, no, spit on my face. And you're like, what? That's weird.
Oh, man.
Guys are into this like demeaning thing too. It's just
dudes just aren't dudes anymore.
they're just not dudes anymore.
It's almost like there's a new definition of what's a dude, though. You know what I mean?
And that's true. And I never know if like, are we one of the people? So I hate this term because a lot of guys will be like, remember when you were young and your parents were like, music isn't good anymore, and then you listen to new music and you're like, this isn't good anymore. You just became your parents. I can get behind a lot of some new music. I think it's really good. I like Post Malone's, a lot of Post Malone stuff. But there's a lot of it that is just garbage of them like talking about wet ass pussy. Like it's hard for me to, you know what I mean? Like there's no,
and it's just,
it's not,
society's changing.
Society's
as a whole.
changing.
It's not that men are just less men. It's just,
well, no, statistically they are because more men are coming up with low testosterone than they used to.
but I also think it's a huge part of it. They're not doing manly shit anymore.
Exactly.
And it may not make sense, but legit, fucking bench press, squatting boosts your testosterone.
Yeah. Working, like lifting weights, working out.
Watching your favorite sports team win a game increases your testosterone. Did you know that?
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Well, and that wouldn't surprise me because, again, it gets that competitiveness in you, right? Which I think is just testosterone.
Right.
But when you have guys who are like, I don't watch that, or, oh, that's just stupid
Yeah,
stuff
but when you guys are getting your fucking nails done together and watching The Bachelor,
which, and again,
it doesn't make, of course it makes sense. Your testosterone's going to get lower.
Oh, yeah. Well, and again, I get that girls may like that type of stuff, but when somebody breaks into your house or there's an active, shooter at somewhere, you want the guy who immediately has all that testosterone that's going. You want a Jocko Willink, right? You want somebody that's gonna go fuck on somebody because that's what they do.
That's what you do. Yeah, it's just
you don't want somebody being
nature.
like, you don't want somebody to be like, just give him your wallet, honey. That's not a big deal. You want somebody that's like, no, let's. I don't.
This is a conversation we'll have off camera. But,
okay, I'll move to the next thing. Butt cheeks. Okay, hold on. Let me go back to different.
Who's butt cheeks? Kim K?
Co-ed, similar type of thing. But now things are moving. We've talked about culture moving and stuff like that. What are your like mindsets on like co-ed baby showers?
Dude, so my brother's having a kid. Him and his
Congratulations.
girlfriend. Yeah. And they're having a co-ed baby shower.
Nice.
And he was like, yeah, we're registered here, whatever, and we're doing this game. And I'm like, but I remember because for these, for my kids, I honestly don't even think we had a baby shower for my daughter. But for my boys, maybe we did, and I just wasn't like in the loop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, I wasn't in the loop with my daughter. I was never in the loop with what was going on, what the games were.
Thing, right? It's a female thing. It's not nothing against dudes. Like obviously, if you're gonna be a good dad and be in your daughter's life, that's cool. You don't gotta be there for the pre-life. Like,
so we did a thing when I found out I was pregnant. I went with my buddies. I bought an expensive bottle of booze, and we kind of like celebrated that. It didn't matter what the sex was. It didn't matter anything.
So I talked to my brother, and I was like, when did this become a thing? You guys are having fucking co-ed baby showers?
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, really, it's just an excuse for me to hang with my friends and get fucked up while our wives and girlfriends are hanging out. I'm like, really?
All of a sudden, I'm kind of back into it, though.
Really? But I'm like, really, though? Like, you can't just be like, hey, honey, we're going to be in the garage doing our thing. You guys have fun.
So
he's telling me about games they've had planned,
okay.
shit they're doing together. Like,
that's when it becomes stupid. However, nothing turns on a girl like having a baby, right? So if you're a part of that, that means you know what you're going to be able to do afterwards. You make sure she's not ovulating, and then you go to town on that. Like, no, you go ham, egg, and cheese. I think that I think it's fun. Does that say September? You might have to write it bigger right here.
As long as I know it. As long as I know what it says.
Again, you get that kind of feeling. Again, I do think that is honestly, and it is the hottest of sex when you know you're trying to have a kid. Maybe that was just when you're trying to make a baby.
Because you're not fucking, you're making love.
Yeah, you know what I mean? You throw on some Earth, Wind, and Fire. Speaking of September, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Let's stay together.
Remember, was the 21st night of September. And you're sitting there going like, oh.
Yeah.
I'm easy.
Take this 5 inches, girl.
That's being generous. Easy like Sunday morning.
Yeah.
So
I remember because even being younger, having like
stamina,
my girlfriend.
Oh yeah,
stamina, being able to fuck more than 8 minutes. Yeah.
Damn, 8 minutes? This dude's a stud.
8 minutes is the average time for sex. Did you know that?
Not for this guy. I got 3 seconds as my best time.
Yeah, I'll come in 2 minutes, shower in 1, be asleep at 5. No,
I don't know why my wife doesn't want to have sex with me. Keep going.
What the fuck was that? Oh, I remember trying to set up the perfect date. You get candles lit. You got Marvin Gaye, Al Green. You got some sexy, romantic music playing. Like, you guys are gonna fuck, and I just feel like it doesn't. What do you play now? What do you do now?
You play Wet Ass Pussies, or again, you play these songs that I hate to say it like again, because again, I think that we are romantics at heart, right? So we do play the when I get that feeling, I want sexual healing,
sexual
healing. So you play those type of music. Now you're like, that's why I fucked that bitch in the ass. And then you play the whisper song.
Yeah.
Wait, let me see my dick. and that's all of a sudden becomes the norm, and it kind of makes me sad that we have daughters,
So
right? Because we don't have daughters. Unfortunately, I know our daughters will not meet a guy who is going to play.
who's gonna be a man? Who's gonna be a man's man?
Who's going to be a man's man, but then also treat our daughters with the love and respect as if playing Marvin Gaye. Again, when you're making love, it is different than fucking.
So we don't even have to go as far as Marvin Gaye though. We can go early, like 2000s, that era.
Boys to Men.
Boys and Men. Casey and JoJo.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking even Nelly and when Kelly Rowland.
Yeah.
I met this chick and she moved right up the block for me. Yeah, she had the hots for me, the finest thing. Oh no, you know what I'm talking about?
Damn, that was actually pretty good. Good job.
Good shit, right?
Yeah.
Like they just don't make songs like that.
I'm not gonna write it down. Karaoke night. We need to have a karaoke night. Why haven't we done that? We need a karaoke night.
We should do a karaoke night.
Keep going. Sorry.
But that's the thing is like it's not like what's a fucking romantic date now? What do you do when you're under 25?
I have no idea.
Yeah, what the fuck do you do?
Well, and that's because it used to be so again. How I used to always do girls is you want to do something that you learn a little bit about them right before you take them on a date. So I would always try to do you put them in their element first, then you take them out of their element and you put them in yours. So I used to go to this coffee shop all the time. We kind of talked about this in one of our first podcasts. You guys can check it out on Apple Podcasts or any Spotify or anything like that. But I would take a girl like if they were good at ice skating, I would take them ice skating. So where they're teaching me and they're like, oh my God, it's so cute because they like taught him how to do things because girls like to change men, right?
Yeah.
Then I would take her to a coffee shop that I went to every day where everybody knew my name. Right? Like the whole cheers, everybody knows your name. You're like, hey, I was going to be like,
you guys know you don't even get that reference.
No, they don't. It's sad. They'd be like, oh, hey, Jay, how's it going? And, we talk.
Yeah.
All of a sudden now she's out of her element because everybody knows me. I'm like this like big shot at this stupid coffee shop. But it was something
I got a story about that, but go ahead.
But then you'd sit there and you drink. You put her in your element. Now all of a sudden I get to do like my 10 minutes of stand-up while we're at this thing, make her laugh. Then you would take her home and you would do the whole, where, I'd pull up in my truck and then I'd lean in and I'd kiss her, but you wouldn't go much farther than that. And you'd let her go on the first date, right? Now, again, it's like, hey, you want to Netflix and chill? Now, as a guy if my wife ever divorced me, would like to just go out and Netflix and chill girls, it makes me sad that you don't hear about the like romantic dates anymore. You know what I mean?
Right. Nobody tries to wow you anymore. I remember the story I was going to say is 9th, maybe 10th grade, I don't know, somewhere around there. Even just going to the mall with a girl, with a girl you liked or your girlfriend. And, that counted as a date. You guys go to Orange Julius, get you a drink, or if you felt bougie, get you a little caramel frappuccino from Starbucks.
Damn, that's if you're a baller.
Yeah, and I wasn't. But I remember because you mentioned something, and I remember this particular day. We're at MAC, the makeup store, right? Me and this girl I was talking to. Actually, I think it was her mom. And anyway, but
is he about to find out when he was consummated? Keep going.
No, I already know. I know when the condom broke. Fuck you, lifestyle. Yeah, you changed my lifestyle. No, we went to Mac. She wanted something. I forgot what it was, like lipstick or something like that, dude. And I actually had a part-time job at Wiener Schnitzel.
Hell yeah,
so I was balling like $50 a week. So I bought her this, like, whatever the fuck. And then we're walking through the mall. And that particular day, I ran into, like, at least 10 to 15 people I knew. So I'm walking through the mall. Like, hey, Dad, what's up? What's up? And so I'm walking by and shaking everybody's hand. And, like, I just look like the fucking man. Yeah. So I think that's why she stuck around for a minute.
No, yeah. I think that if you take, again, we've talked about this in our love episode. We'll probably do it again near Valentine's again. But when you bring girls into your element, they see you as a man, right? And it's the kind of thing we were talking about before. When you can't be like, hey, you want to go on a date? I'm about to fix the fucking starter on my car. You can't do that, right?
Right.
But you got to act like you're a man. You can't just be like, let's go get mani-pedis. If my daughter ever told me that her first boyfriend, their first date was going to be getting mani-pedis, I just tell them no.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'd just be like, look, bro.
He's a fucking loser.
Exactly. I'm not going to do the whole thing where, like, you always get that where they're cleaning guns, right? Nowadays, I don't even need to do that because they're pussies. I would just be like, hey man, I got a job, and he'd be like, oh fuck, he could probably beat my ass. Like,
Yeah. No
it's
shit.
just one of those things.
So, and I think that, and going with what you were saying, is we were in her element. We got her some makeup she likes.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, he's like awesome. And plus, like, then you look like a provider. Because I bought her a fucking $15 lipstick or whatever it was. And then I walk through the mall and meet run into all these people who know me. So it's like, not only does can he provide for me and he likes the shit I like, but everybody likes him.
Exactly.
And it sounds cliche or stupid, but at the same time, you exude madness, right? You exude testosterone. People are like, oh, people know who he is. And
it doesn't look from this face right here that I am landing any girl. This man right here lands some goddamn 10s.
No way.
I don't know how he does it. No, I do know how he does it. But you should listen to him. Everything that he's talking about, you fucking write down in your dumbass little notebook, and you use that to get ladies. So,
I mean, my girlfriend now is hot as fuck, and I love her to death. And I agree with you. I don't know how. I don't know why she's like, that's my man.
But you do it, and you're. I've seen like your resume, and I am I'm always like, oh, tip of the hat to you, sir. Holy shit. My cousin's hot. I think she's very good looking, but
full circle. You like that?
Yeah. See how I did that?
Yeah.
But yeah, you get a lot of guy, like I said, just it's lower testosterone. You get this like co-edited.
Well, see, here's the thing: is I don't even how often do you? Because I know like a handful of like 50-year-old dudes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ugly as fuck, out of shape or whatever, and got smoking hot 50-year-old wives. How do you think that happened? Because they're fucking men.
Yeah,
they're men.
That's it. Yeah, I think
they're not fucking men. They are men.
If that's how they got their testosterone, I'll do it.
Yeah. If you. I won't even say that joke.
Right now, I got to inject testosterone in my butt, and if I could do it easier, legitimately, that's what I do. So, yeah, I think that you get, again, you have guys that their testosterone is lower, and that's why I think positions where it's always funny, the ones that are always the hottest aren't the ones that always make the most money. Now, doctors, they do, like, it is hot, right? But even like cops, firefighters, they don't make a lot of money, but girls, like,
that's a manly job.
Yeah, badge bunnies. Yeah. I mean, they immediately go after those guys. Yeah. And a part of it's because they're men.
Yeah.
Right? So you need to like prove.
In my experience, what I've even seen, especially in people who I know who are in law enforcement, right? Mm-hmm. Their wives make more money than they do.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. But, their wives are also a lot hotter than they are, but it's the fact that they got a manly job.
Yeah, let's talk about that really. So have you ever been to like a group with like a bunch of cops and their wives?
Yeah.
Dude, their wives are always way hotter. And I remember no, seriously, what has he done? Do I need to carry a bigger gun? Because a lot of they're way hotter.
Because here's the thing. I've been with a group of like police officers, right? And it's like, they're good looking dudes. I can see that, whatever. And then you see their wives, they're like, they're not that good looking. Like,
no. Because firefighters, they're more good looking. I would say on average, they're better good looking.
They have more time to like work out and shit, right?
Is that what it is?
I wholeheartedly. It's not even like talking shit type of deal.
Yeah.
I wholeheartedly believe that firefighters have more time to devote to themselves.
Okay, that makes sense.
Because, you think about a police officer's schedule, they're working 10 to 12 hour shifts, right? 3-4 times a week. And then on their off time, all they want to do is drink.
Yeah, that's true. Well, and they don't get the downtime that firefighters get. So that firefighter gets 48 hours, but they're not working a lot of times.
They have a lot more time to devote to themselves. I know if I was a firefighter, I'd be working out all the fucking time. If you lived somewhere where there was a gym, like in your where you're living.
Oh yeah.
You can just walk down the hall and get on the treadmill and start.
But how do they lift up those like 500-pound people? Because to me, when I work out till I can't lift anymore. I feel like I'd be a terrible firefighter. I'd be like, all right, everybody, let's lift this 500-pound lady. And I'd be like, fuck, we're about to be struggling on this corner. Yeah.
She's dead.
Let's Let's leave her here.
We're just gonna call it. You guys go ahead and call him Mortar.
So anyway, guys, tell us what you think. Let us know some ways that men have gotten less manly, or maybe even how culture has changed men in general. If you're gonna just tell us ways that, go ahead.
Also, let us know what's a turn on. What's a turn on for men? Not for men, but for women that men can do.
For men, I'm like,
No, I said that wrong.
but
What's a turn on that men can do that women like nowadays?
oh yeah,
What's the new thing?
I think that's a really good question. Yeah, what's the new thing
When
that I
it's
can
worded
try?
correctly.
Yeah, what can I put on my Tinder profile that will attract women?
We'll pull out.
I won't.
JK.
Lies. Hashtag lies. All right, guys. Anyway, again, this was Well to Top Shelf, and have a good night.